Kayla, hello. Hope you're doing well. Hey Tanya, Juliet, Amazon, Verna, hey everybody. So, alright. Just gonna get stuck into it. Whoever comes on, comes on. So I've had a few people contact me. Hello Kelly, hope you and the family are well. Had a few people contact me recently because I know a lot of people have been finding it pretty rough for the past few weeks or past few months, whatever you want to choose, right? As with all these things, that's coming from my understanding, my perspective, my guidance, my connections. So in order to help all of you out there. Yeah, okay. So you've got stuff going on with the sun, you've got stuff going on with the moon, you've got stuff going on with the planets, you've got things going on where relationships are shifting, where attitudes and mindsets and beliefs are shifting. Things are changing fast. Time is moving fast. Time doesn't exist, right? Time doesn't exist, really, but things are moving a lot faster. And yes, however you want to look at it, it is all due to where we are at as a people, as a human race. And I know I've done calls like this before, speaking about things like this before. People are wanting more guidance around everything, or more support, I guess, or connections. So my way. Hey sister, hi Eileen. So with everything that's going on, whether your mindsets change, whether your thoughts are changing, whether your relationships are changing with your partners, friends, family, with yourself even, whether you are seeing things in a whole nother light, whether you realize that you're becoming more sensitive or more open to a lot of things that are taking place, whether you're feeling energies a lot more or starting to see a lot more, whether you're starting to separate from what it is that you really want to what it is that you don't want in your life. So positive, negative. There are many things taking place across the face of this earth right now, right? And it is where we are at, it is where we are headed as a people. We are in beautiful times, and regardless what we see, regardless what we hear, regardless what we come across on our day-to-day journeys, it is important that no matter what, you maintain a positive outlook on life, that you always bring things back to the heart. All right? Yes, you may have an argument with your partner or your friend or whoever, but always bring it back to the heart. All right? You see, hey Auntie Paulette, nice to have you on. Nakoma, cheer brother, thanks for coming on. So, with everything that's been happening lately, people been shifting, people have been changing, people have been finding it a lot harder to, not a lot harder, but people have been finding it hard to deal with things that have been taking place, whether it's energy, whether it's connections with people or things, whether it's your job, okay? Now, these are the shifts and the changes that people have spoken about for generations, right? For generations, right back through Gandhi, through Martin Luther King, to who else? The big JC, Nostradamus. You know, many people have spoken of these times that we are in right now. And as we shift and change, it's not going to be an easy journey. You know, it's going to be difficult to move through it all, to process it all, to shift through these changes, because as we awaken as a people, we're going to be confronted with things that we no longer want in our lives, or know that we don't deserve in our lives anymore. Excuse me, give me a second. So, the world is shifting, and the world is shifting fast. Right? We're headed into a whole nother vibration upon this planet. And as we head into that vibration upon this planet, it's going to affect every life form and being upon this planet. All right? So, if you are walking in a negative light, you're going to get more negative. If you're walking in a positive light, you're going to get more positive. Why? Because as she shifts, as this earth shifts through space, if you want to call it that, or through different vibrations, as the earth shifts and changes and vibrates at a higher level and steps into or flows into that fourth dimension, that fifth, and so on, right? As we move through those vibrations, you're going to get shocked to the system, because whatever it is that's been holding you back, all these negative energies and vibrations, anything that you have chosen not to face within yourself is going to cause issues within yourself, because in order to shift and change with the earth, you have to shift and change in yourself. It always comes back to you, right? So, you know, there's an old 3D belief that being selfish is bad, right? There are a lot of beliefs that the system, that the establishment, that the cabal, whatever you want to call it, there are a lot of beliefs and sayings and understandings that have held people back within their lives for generations, for hundreds of years. A lot of things that have caused fear in others, and it is the fear that has held people back from truly realizing who they are and what they're capable of. All those beliefs are being smashed and obliterated. Why? Because of where we are heading as a planet, as humanity. We are joining our galactic brothers and sisters, right? We are aligning with the energies of the universe. So as the earth shifts and moves, we too will shift and move. Now, the whole 3D belief that it is wrong to be selfish. No, it is not wrong to be selfish, because at the end of the day, it starts with you. And in order to start with you, you have to get selfish, right? Everybody knows that those instructions that when you're on an airplane and if the mask falls, you have to put yours on before you put your children's on, right? It's the same thing. You have to take care of yourself first. In this generation where we are at right now, you have to look after you first, because it begins with you before you can then go out and help others, right? So that whole thing about being selfish, no, get selfish, right? Take care of you. You're not here to live your life for others. You're not here to be at other people's beck and call, which I know a lot of partners do for their own partners, right? A lot of women do that for their men, and a lot of men do that as well, all right? But you're not here to be a slave or a servant to another person. You're here to find you. You're here to heal those aspects of you that need healing, to discover who you are, to remember who you are, so that you too can step out and you can shine for all that you're worth. Because what I do myself, all of you can do, right? Because we are all one. No one is better, no one is worse. You all have that capability. Everybody has the capability of waking up and realizing their true potential, their beauty, their strength, and what is really possible for them in their life, in turn influencing those around them. These are the times that we are in. So as we shift with the earth, because the earth is ascending, and as we shift with the earth, we're going to be forced to feel those feelings that we have chosen not to address yet. So if you find yourself going through tough moments where you are challenged, where you feel angry, where you feel hurt, where you are conscious that you're continuously telling yourself stories over and over again that you have told so many times, right? These are all signs letting you know that you need to work on those aspects of yourself in order to ascend, in order to awaken, in order to heal. Okay? This is a big reason why people have been finding it difficult. Because they haven't done the work, or they haven't done enough work. And we are all working on ourselves, right? Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right? The work never gets done. But if you're finding that you're being put through so many challenges, those challenges are your greatest opportunities to change. They're your greatest opportunities to change. If you face those challenges instead of running, right, you will allow that healing to take place. You know, there are so many men out there that choose to run. They choose to run. When, brother, if you just stop and you face all those things that need healing, you'll become not only a better man, but a better person, right? And a positive being that so many people in this world need as a male, right? So we're going through those shifts, and as you go through those shifts, as the planet goes through those shifts and changes, it's happening within ourselves, because we cannot ascend with the earth if we don't do that within ourselves. If we don't do that within ourselves, I can promise you it's going to be one hard journey ahead, right? So the other thing is too, that you need to believe in you, trust in what you're showing, not what other people are telling you is right for you. Trust in what is right in yourself. Take it back to the heart, because nobody knows your heart like you. It was given to you, not the dude down the road, right? So the dude down the road can't tell you what to do with your heart. Your mother, your father cannot tell you what to do with your heart, because it belongs to you. So when you're doing these things, when you're working on yourself, listen to you, follow your heart, because that's where it begins. What else? Let me see. Let me see. So, look, as we move through all these shifts and changes, the thing is there are going to be more sightings. And what I mean by more sightings, I mean more sightings of spirits, of energy, of everything, from fairies to elves to ETs, extraterrestrials. There's going to be more sightings, because all of this exists in one dimension or another, right? And that the veil is now dropping. We are in these times that the veil is dropping, and more people are starting to see, starting to feel, and starting to hear and sense and all that sort of stuff. And this is what happens when we move through those shifts and changes. This is what happens as you ascend, because as you ascend, you start to mix with the higher vibrations that have never been felt by humanity. Some, but not on the whole, right? And that is where we are headed. We are in the Great Awakening, we're in the Great Remembering, we are in the ascension of the entire human race, joining our brothers and sisters of the stars. So as that happens, more and more are going to start to see, and more people are going to seek out others for help, for guidance, for support. Okay? Now everybody that's on this call, obviously to some level, you're awake. You feel, you hear, you sense, you trust, right? So you're going to get people that are coming to you asking for guidance, asking for help, asking for support through these times. This is who we are. This is what we're here for. We're here to do it together. We are in this together. Nobody's going to do it alone. I can't do it on my own, right? I'll give it a shot, but that's the ego talking. We are in this together, right? What else? No more running, no more stories. No, I'm here. What else? So, the other thing is, right, in order to get there, in order to everything that I've just been talking about, in order to move through these changes, in order to ascend with Mother Earth as she goes through those vibrations, in order to do that, you must put in the work, right? You cannot run from this. I know so many people that have just kept running and running and running. This, you cannot run from, all right? Because it's going to catch you. The best thing that you can do is choose to face it all, face whatever needs healing, and work on yourself. Why would a person not want to work on themselves so that they can become a better person, become a better man, become a better woman, become a better mother, father, son, daughter? What is so wrong with that? And I tell you, it's not a scary thing. At first it may seem scary, but once you start to do it, once you do it, when you get to the other side, man, you'll be laughing. But not only will you be laughing, you would have joined the rest of us brothers and sisters that are on the path, right? Because we are in this together. Now, if anybody out there needs help or guidance or support, contact me is what I'm here for. We can organize a session or whatever, coaching, whatever. We'll work it out. But we are all in this together. Nobody has to do this alone. Ego will tell you that you're on your own, but you're not. All right? Ego and pride will tell you that you're on your own, but you're not. We are all here together as one during the greatest awakening that this planet has ever experienced. But you must put in the work. Whatever you've chosen to run from, whatever you choose not to face, even within each moment, if you get angry, face it. Why are you getting angry? What can you heal in that moment? If you're upset, face it. Why are you upset? What can you heal in that moment? If many things, they can't see you. There's many things, all right? Put in the work. Do the work. When you do the work, you'll move through these shifts and these changes a lot easier, because you will become more aware. You'll gain more insight and more understanding to what you're capable of, to what you want and don't want in your life, to who you can turn to and who you can't turn to. Because even though, yes, we are in this together, there will be many people that you do not vibrate with, because we all have our different tribes under the banner of oneness, right? We all have our different tribes under the banner of oneness, and when you find your tribe, you resonate with that tribe. That is the tribe that you will move through together during this ascension, during these times. What else? What else? I think what I want people to remember at the end of the day is that you can do this. Man, if I can do it, you can do it. Knowing where I come from and the things I've been through, if I can do it, you can do it. Right? The thing is, you got to want to do it. You've got to be willing to do it. You've got to be willing to put in the work. Because none of us, me, a lot of the people on here that have done the work, many people that I know, we didn't get to where we are by not putting in the work. We didn't just wake up one day and go, bang, you're the man or you're the lady, right? We put in the work to get to where we are. And this is what all of us are asking of you to do. Put in the work. face your healing, open your heart, return to that space of love within yourself, so that in turn you can go out and spread that love wherever you go. Love is the greatest force in the universe, in the multiverse. It is the greatest energy out there. Okay? And it exists within you. All you have to do is crack it open. Work through all those little nigglings and issues that you've got going on. Whether it be anger, resentment, abandonment, whatever it may be. Work through all those issues. Face your healing, and you'll allow yourself to move through all these shifts and changes a lot easier. And then you'll open your heart to love. And in turn you can go out and spread that wherever it needs to go, so that together we can make a positive change on this earth, as the earth ascends, awakens, and shifts into the new vibrations, into the new world, the new earth. Because we are in it right now. This is it. All these times that are prophesied or have been prophesied by many cultures, many people throughout the course of history, we are in it right now. These are the times. So brothers and sisters, get amongst it. You know, your life is meant for living. Life is meant for living, and you know, we got the young ones coming up too, the children. You're not going to do it for you, do it for the kids, because they're the ones that got to clean up. They're the ones that are taking the banner after we're gone, if we do go, because there's a lot of changes coming. What else? I'll be doing more lives this week. Keep posted on Facebook. As I'll post out on Facebook when and what. Yeah, there'll be more lives coming. This is just spur of the moment. Putting understandings out to everybody out there going through stuff. Look for ways that you can release all that energy too, right? Because it's important that you do not hold on to it. If you're feeling the shifts and you're feeling those changes and you face the healing, that whatever's needed, go ahead and cleanse. Make sure that you let it go, because it's important that you do not hold on to anything moving forwards, right? And if you are going through resentment, anger, abandonment, whatever it may be, the strongest key that'll help you is forgiveness. You've got to forgive. You've got to learn to forgive those that have done you wrong, or forgive yourself as well. Forgiveness is a powerful key. You know, and it took, what, 30, how old am I? 37 years for me to face that within my own healing, to find forgiveness in those that brought me to this earth, right? And I did that recently, and it shifted massive weights from my being and opened up my heart massively. So I know if I can do it, so can you. You've just got to find that forgiveness and allow it to be done, so that you can heal, so that you can embrace your life that you've been born here to live. You're not born here to struggle. You're not born here to suffer. Right? What else? Much love, Kelly. I hear ya. What else? So yeah, stay tuned. There's more lives coming. I have a group on Facebook. Anybody's interested, look, okay, from my perspective, meditation is one of the strongest keys to help you move forwards. Right? I'm not saying that everybody has to meditate, but meditation helps. Now, that being said, I have a group on Facebook. And if you're interested in joining, all right, there's a I load meditations into that group every week, and I will start to do a live meditation through that group only, once a week. Now, if anybody's interested, I have payment plans as well, because at the end of the day, it is a service, and there is an energy exchange for that. So if anybody is interested, contact me privately and I'll send you details. But it's to help everybody through these times. It's to help people develop, people grow, and people shift through these changes. What else? At the moment, that's it for now, because I'm hungry and I'm going to go eat. But yeah, I want people to understand, that you can do this. Everybody can do this. What I do, anybody can do. You just got to put in the work. You've got to put in the work. You've got to face your healing. You've got to stop running. You've got to stop telling yourself stories that you've told yourself over and over and over. You've got to stop listening to others that try to dictate or control how you live your life. That includes your parents and your partners, right? Because only you wear your shoes, and only you can walk your journey, right? You signed up for you signed your soul contract before you came to this earth. Okay? So figure it out, face your healing, and allow yourself to embrace the change that is here and that is coming. And always return to the heart, to that space of love within yourself. Remember, you're not alone. We are in this together. All right? Now, that being said, I just want to do this. So, some people may find it different. Some people may resonate with it. Okay? But this is a gift for you all. Perkustaan kada ko uci pada hari papa pandai pi perempet kerjaan ku repet kata uci kerjaan kata dia papa kata unda tada repet papa pasti indah le repet pati dia anda pereket kata baca papa ni ada tekutis atau papa kata ku anar papa antina kerja papa ana papa hita pada hita kata repet papa mama ni kau nana kau sini kata papa kata repet papa ana papa atau repet kata papa nana kata repet kata Ling chikan patai eche to repa kanone to rikbats kata ko market to get skinny repa patant kata with the scanta what the ponda. Blessings and light, brothers and sisters. We are in the awakening, we are in the remembering, and we are in the ascension of Mother Earth. We're in this together. Peace and love, Brother Ra.